Hello, my name is Abigail Spanberger, and I am proud to serve Virginia's 7th District each and every day in Congress. On behalf of our district, I'd like to welcome President Biden and his team to Culpeper County. Welcome to our Commonwealth, Mr. President. Thank you, Secretary Becerra, for your introduction, and thank you for your attention to the rising cost of prescription drugs. I look forward to working closely with you in the future. Thank you to Mayor Reeves and members of the Culpeper Town Council for being with us today. Today, I am proud to bring the President of the United States here to one of the campuses of Germanna. Mr. President, this institution does tremendous workforce training, and they truly have a heart for not just the careers of their students, but also for their well-being. If anyone in your administration has questions about how to get the next generation prepared and to how to keep our country competitive, I would encourage them to look no further than this place. Throughout the pandemic, places like Culpeper have looked out for their neighbors. People have banded together, and they've supported small businesses, first responders, police, and healthcare workers, all of whom make our communities stronger. We have seen tremendous progress in the battle against this virus, but even in the midst of this moment of recovery, our communities still struggle with the sticker price of many items, including and especially at the pharmacy counter. COVID has exacerbated what was already a staggering day-to-day cost for Virginia families, and we are long overdue in addressing it. Today is about bringing renewed focus and, more importantly, urgency to lowering drug prices. Since I first ran for Congress, this issue has been top of mind for my constituents. They are outraged that in the United States of America, they have to pay 10 times as much or more as patients in other countries pay for the same medication. For our neighbors with common health conditions like diabetes, heart disease, or cancer, I consistently hear about how skyrocketing drug prices are making it harder to stay ahead and harder to plan for the future. I hear about delayed payments on rent or the mortgage. I hear about parents sitting at the dining room table and deciding whether they should drain their child's education fund to help pay for their child's medication. And I hear from seniors who are skipping a meal because they cannot afford the medication they need to survive. These are the personal experiences of Virginians, of the Virginians I represent. But if you were to throw a dart anywhere on the map of the United States, you would hear these exact same stories. Part of our recovery means stopping these stories from remaining a common refrain. In Congress, I welcome any effort that can deliver lower drug prices for the people I serve. It is worth our time. Because giving Medicare the power to negotiate drug prices and giving Virginians peace of mind about an aging parent or relative, that is worth our time. And capping the price of insulin so that kids can just be kids and not have to worry about another trip to the ER, that is worth our time. And holding drug companies and PBMs accountable for increasing the prices that cancer patients pay, all behind a shroud of secrecy, that is worth our time. And lawmakers have spent a lot of time talking about lowering drug costs. And we know the American people are behind this push, but we need to buck up and get it done. The Virginians who are with us today have their stories of how high drug costs have impacted them. And Congress needs to demonstrate that we are not just listening to them, not just talking to them, but we are delivering for them. And now I have the honor of introducing one such 7th District family with a powerful story. Shannon Davis is a dedicated teacher, and she's here with her son, Joshua. And for the record, Joshua is one of the bravest constituents I have ever met, and he's already becoming one of the strongest advocates on this issue, meeting with our office, calling for changes to practices of drug middlemen, and speaking out on behalf of kids like him with type 1 diabetes. If we all displayed the leadership and the maturity of Joshua, I think we'd be able to tackle way more challenges than just the rising cost of prescription drugs. I am proud to know the Davis family, and I am proud to know that they are using their story to bring much needed attention to out-of-pocket costs and how they are impacting them and their neighbors. It is now my honor to introduce the President of the United States, President Joe Biden, and Shannon and Joshua Davis.